So I started my notebook by looking at the back garden of my house, just as like a direct connection to biophilia. So I drew this flower using the shadow of the actual flower that I taped in, and just some more studies then of different plants in the back garden. I wanted to explore the feeling of being surrounded by other hands. It's like a sensation I experience sometimes, and this is just lyrics from a song I wrote. And then I was looking at my friend's notebook and I did some drawings from it. Just a study of Studio 4, a study of a soft sculpture I'd made. I was looking at more lyrics and stuff, and I just was thinking of the idea of Lucky Charms and mysticism. I was originally going to follow the power lines out my window, but I never got around to doing it. I didn't really feel like the idea was relevant. I was looking at the domestic scene as a form of human nature, and I was looking at the food I eat. I want to explore that further. These were ideas I had for casting a wax bowl, so I'd just drawn out some clay casts that I wanted to make. Just exploring the idea of power lines further again. I was looking at the motifs on the table. They were mostly plant-based motifs, so I thought they were interesting. I was looking at decellularization and trying to build sculptures out of it. Just looking at the form of power lines again. I was exploring the idea of nature being a scary place, and I wanted to sort of explore that danger in the domestic setting. Some ideas for sculpture. A study of one of my roommates sitting in the kitchen. Trying to bring like the tree line rings into human forms. Exploring some other sculpture ideas as well. Looking at the leg of the sculpture to see how I'd design it if I was to make it. Just a study of my own leg as well to go along with it. Some abstract studies of foundry glass I'd found on my trip back to Dublin. Wanting to show people how I see things, so I was trying to visualise that. Exploring my bedroom setting, and stuff like that. I was planning out a video shoot if I was to do it, based around my bedroom setting, and based around what was real and what was not. Looking at humans and nature, trying to look at artificial shapes and then redrawing them in sort of a natural setting. A first attempt I had at decellularization, and just some different ideas around comfort. Just some writing. This was one of the more successful attempts I had at decellularization. Looking at flagellants and like spiritual self-harm. Looking at different ideas for sculpture videos. Designs for using etching. I used Elizabeth Pringle just to sort of explore the idea. Just some writing about my ideas. Exploring sort of suspending objects. Some prints I'd made using this pistachio, or cashew, sorry, and I just done different ones using baby wipes, tissue paper, and just ink. Some studies of some old family photos I had. Just some studies of more people. Looking at housing and architecture. Study of a heart I did earlier I wanted to sort of realise, so I dried up some acrylics and drew over it again. Painting with orange pigment from an orange peel, and looking at more human figures. Just some more abstract exploration. Trying to combine human forms and abstract art. Some poetry. A study of one of the more successful leaves I'd done with decellularization. A sketch up for a body bag I was making. Just a sketch of one of my friends from college. I was trying to bring abstract form into it. I wanted to explore